let's bring on your next act. Oh, she's an amazing woman, and she's going to share her words with you. So again, sit back, relax. Please welcome to the stage the amazing Sarah Milton. I'm very tall, so I need height.
I'm Sarah, and I'm going to read you some spoken word. This piece is called When I Met Rosie. When I met Rosie, she was fine. She made me want to reach in and feel to the top of my insides, all the space that I've got in my lungs, my chest, the dip in my collar, the room in my heart, all of it. Her laugh filled my universe with stars, and her touch broke 100 hearts, and that, by me, was fine. When I met Rosie, she made me look at all these photographs she took and how they all found the blast of light in the greyness, of skylines and shores and homes, of animals and streets and plants and faces. The light in the world of dark, the light in the deepest parts of humanity, and that was fine. When I met Rosie, she let me take her on a date. She let me woo her around the park with ice cream in our hands, all the people watching us, watching them, gossiping about films and the like, and how she takes her tea, and the latest Adele, and how many siblings she had. For her it's 3, and for I it's just me. But that, by her, was fine. When I met Rosie, how could I have known that she would want to live inside this palace that I reside, this... Okay, dingy flat I rent out. And cook for me, and kiss my neck, and leave her toothbrush, and replenish the milk, and go from 3 days a week to 5 to 7. And she'd kiss my face, and I'd kiss my favourite place, and that, for us, was fine. When I met Rosie after work one day, a few months into us living in the same space, the same place, every hour, every day. Not that bitter, it's just a lot to think that we were once, strolling around the people of the park, but now we're the people, the ones that walk with nothing to say and get tired of the same face every day, and was this, or was that, fine? When I met Rosie, yes, after work one day, living in the same place, yeah, she looked at me with greyness in her eyes, like her work had enveloped her. Like the grey had seeped in and she'd forgotten the light she was looking for and the light she would always catch. And she cried on my shoulder, and I just stood and held her, and I tried to make her fine. When I met Rosie, she didn't say that she would sometimes have these episodes, these tears and despair. She'd sometimes walk miles without knowing where. She'd grow cold and distant and punish you for nothing, and cry and fake smile and pretend she was listening, and weep and drink more and forget to eat. All the symptoms she could have, and all the symptoms she did have, all the symptoms of absolutely not fine. So when I met Rosie a few weeks later, I took her to the white room, the light, where the man in the shirt says, "Hey, I'm gonna help you," with a signature and a bottle, and the bottle shakes like Tic Tacs, and she looks at you and she says, really? And you say, "For me, Rosie," when I should have said, "For you, Rosie, to make you fine, because I can't make you fine." When I met Rosie, never did I ever think she'd lose it quite like that. I think she'd lock me out the flat because her anger told her to, because she'd lost the bottle of pills, because she thought I'd abandoned her, because I'd gone to work to pay the rent. She screamed a bloody riot. It took all my strength to get her to quiet, to get her to be fine. When I met Rosie, I'd never hit anyone. I'd never touched a soul out of being cross, but when she's screaming in your face, "You fucking piece of shit, I hate you," and her spit is crawling down your eye, as you've spent your last paycheck on her rent and her camera lies untouched under the bed, your hand goes higher than it's meant to, and it comes down faster than it's meant to, and that wasn't fine. When I met Rosie, she used the mirror to refine her already beautiful face. Her skin her hair, her elegance. And when she was in there for hours, it took all my power to break the door down, to find her in her pool of insides, pink and red and oozing tears, and carrying her screaming to the white room, waiting for hours in our shared gloom. And that was the furthest we've ever been from fine. When I met Rosie, before we grew into this mess, before we understood the stress of the 9-to-5 grotesqueness, that drum, that mundane hum of life sometimes, I loved her. I really did. Before the hell and during, and I still will after, I think, I hope. And as she lies here sleeping, and I'm just focusing on breathing, because if I'm fine, I can help her be fine. Because that's what love is, right? Helping each other be fine. When I met you, Rosie, you scared me senseless. You woke me up to things I never knew I knew. I liked your smile, your height, your tone. I love you even now. Rosie, what's happening isn't you. We're gonna fight all the grey, and we're gonna find all the light, like you capture in your pictures. Because I need you. Because you're important. And because without you, I'm not fine. And it's good, Rosie. It's gonna be fine, Rosie. Because I met you. Thank you.